Press the bell icon on YouTube and don't miss another update.
In good news, Army Chief General Bipin Rawat has told ThePrint in an interview that India has been able to build up the war wastage reserve, a matter that has been of deep concern over the last several years. Army Chief General Rawat said that Indian Army now has enough ammunition and equipment to fight a sustained 10 days of intense war along the Western theatre, that is, with Pakistan. Army sources say the effort now is to build up capability along the northern and the eastern borders of the country, that is, against China. While the army is looking at 10 days of intense war with Pakistan, it is looking at preparing for a 30-day intense war with China. Ammunition shortage has been a main concern of the Indian Army over the years and has been flagged by the Comptroller and Auditor General, that is the CAG, in the past. For example, when General Bipin Rawat took over as the Army Chief in 2016, there was not even one APFSDS, that is armor-piercing round, per tank in the Indian inventory. Each round cost about rupees 4 lakh. Artillery shells and fuses was another area of serious concern. Speaking to ThePrint, the Army Chief said, and I quote, "My focus was to build reserves. We had an internal discussion and decided to focus on 10I along the western border. If we can't win a war with Pakistan in 10 days, then there is no point of a war." 10I refers to 10 days of intense war. War Wastage Reserve is the reserve of ammunition for meeting the requirements of 40 days of intense war or full-scale war. In relation, the Army plans its ammunition expenditure for these 40 days. However, having reserves of such large quantity would be a herculean task because of not just the money that is involved in procuring them, but also logistics. And hence, the thinking was to build capability for 10 days of intense war with Pakistan to begin with. The issue of ammunition shortage struck the government on its face in 2016 following the Uri attack. At that time, had Pakistan retaliated to the Indian surgical strike in a bigger and longer form, the Indian forces would have been under pressure because the ammunition shortage was in dire straits. Within days of the Uri attack, senior officers from the Indian Army flew in special aircraft across various countries, including Russia and Israel, and procured ammunition on an urgent basis, at times even at very steep prices. The government then decided to give emergency powers to the Vice Chief to buy critical ammunition and arms. In March 2018, the Defense Ministry enhanced the financial powers of the three Vice Chiefs from rupees 100 crore to rupees 500 crore for specific procurement of arms and ammunition. This was increased by another rupees 300 crore this year as a one-time move. General Rawat said that while the requirements is to have ammunition for 40 days, it is felt that any possible war with China will not be a sustained one over the days. Talking about any possible war scenario with China, General Rawat said that the Chinese will focus first on pulverizing Indian command, control and logistics centers with missiles rather than fighting a full-fledged intense war in the initial stages. Unlike Pakistan, he said, possible future war with China will be long drawn. And I quote the Army Chief, and hence it was felt that we should prepare for 30I. Also, in case of any issue, we can always move arms, ammunition and men from one location to another. Army Chief ruled out the possibility of any war with China at the moment and added that small incidents like the recent standoff at Ladakh will keep happening because of differences in perception of the line of actual control. General Rawat said it is high time that India creates reserves in depth, and I quote, "We are restructuring, we should create reserves use technology for surveillance on the border. He highlighted that the road construction activity along the borders in the eastern sector and the induction of the Chinook heavy lift helicopters and the M777 lightweight howitzers have drastically improved the situation. For The Print, this is Snehish Alex Philip. Do subscribe to our Print's YouTube channel for more such videos.